Katie here, and welcome to my channel. Hey, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Also, I hope that you entered my giveaway in my previous video I filmed with this book here, of which we're gonna try day number 2, I suppose. But I'll link that video, by the way, down in the description. There might be an iCard. I don't know. Okay, so day 2 is what's your favorite animal, and use it as your inspiration. So you see, I've got a couple favorite animals. Cats are probably my favorite house animal, but I just said animal, but I don't even know. I can't even say how I had just said it. Wow. Anyways, so yeah, I love cats. Cats are great. I have a dog. Dogs are great too. But I do believe, and I mean no disrespect to anyone's beliefs or cultures, but like I've got some spirit animals, and probably my most favorite one is gonna have to be the manatee, right? They are dear and near to my heart. So I'm gonna use them as my inspiration. And I've thought long and hard about this, and originally I was like, I'm gonna draw some manatees in collage. And then I was like, wow, that's gonna take a year. And I'm still like getting in the flow of this, so I want to do something simpler, something easy, something that's not gonna take me the whole entire week to do. So I got to thinking, manatees are in water, right? So obviously, to me, I think I should do some sort of water thing. They live in rivers and river basins, I think, where it goes out into the ocean, those rivers, and they live in water and they eat a lot of kelp or seaweed. Is it the same thing? I feel like that's like the same thing. But anyways, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. I've been thinking a lot about it, but I do have a camera set up here, and I'm trying something new, something exciting, something different to me, right? Um, yeah.
Okay, where do I begin with this project? You're supposed to pick a certain object or theme for this whole experience 365 thing. I chose ephemera, and this board right here, it's something that I acrylic poured and just kind of set aside to to not do anything with because I had it. It was honestly, in my opinion, not the best. It's kind of cute, but all the colors muddled together and there's no contrast. It's all basically just one color. But for this project, I'm using oil pastels on it, and well, it's was an experience. I had probably like 50 ideas. It felt like it was probably more like 5 or 10 ideas for this. And I couldn't choose one. So I just winged it. Um, Honestly, I'm probably going to have to start doing these throughout the week rather than within one day. And I'll do one a week. That's probably the goal. Anyways, I'm starting out with some kind of sand colored stuff, and I'm going with the contours of the waves in the acrylic pour thing, and I'm just trying to sort of get an ocean bottom sand feeling going. It's not that hard to do, you just got to know where your light source is coming from, and I didn't pick one yet, to be honest, but I do halfway through drawing this sand stuff, but it's kind of just like a little trench thing that I got going on right there. And I'm just trying to layer all of these things on top of each other. And at one point, as you just saw, I did not record a section. My bad, y'all. I probably did like 3 or 4 layers of the oil pastel at that point to get it to here, and still not done. Just gonna keep doodling in, putting in some highlights right here, trying to really figure out where I want that light coming from. It's basically coming from the top left corner, and I'm realizing that I can't really blend these in very well because this is a canvas board that I acrylic poured on, and it's got some very lovely texture on it, but it's probably just a wee bit too much texture for the pastels. If that's actually a thing, I don't really know. But I wanted to do like this ginormous, gorgeous, beautiful ocean landscape, coral reef, thing. And it dawned on me that manatees, they aren't really in coral reefs. Like all the pictures I see, they're not in coral reefs or anything. They're just hanging out in the shallows, eating some kelp, you know, floating down a river, poking uh, their little backs up out of the water with their cute little mossy friends hanging off. But yeah, it it's I don't know how to explain it. It was just a mess, but it comes together in the end. I think I just started with the outline, and then I went over it with a gray to kind of define like the lights and the darks. And in my head, one of the ideas I had was to kind of create it in a like pink and blue pastel gray manatee. Uh, I kind of did that. These shadows, the darks and stuff, I'm doing them all in like a deep purple, and I do go in with the gray and some. Well, I don't know if I went in with any like complementary yellow colors, which I might do that like tonight, but probably not. I like how this turned out. I do not want to mess it up, but I did just kept layering on all of the little nuances. And manatees are weird. They're like smooth but wrinkly, so adorable, but very um oxymoronic, I guess. Is that how to explain it? I don't 100% know. Uh, uh, but I worked on this tail for quite a while, and the arms probably aren't as chubby as they should be, but artistic liberties is what I took with this lovely, lovely drawing that I am doing. Yeah. Anyways, I'm doing a voiceover for this because, like, you know, I my mind wanders a lot. It's art is a meditative experience for me, and doing it just helps me think about things that I otherwise probably wouldn't be thinking about. Like, I was drawing this and I remembered how I used to run around the playground in like somewhere between first and third grade chasing a boy and pretending I was Freakazoid, and I would run after him yelling the Freakazoid theme song because I had this hugest crush on him. And thinking back now, he probably didn't take it that way. He probably thought I was calling him a Freakazoid, and I wasn't. And yeah, things about my childhood. 101. That's exactly what this painting turned out to be. I guess I don't know. For me, that's what I was thinking the whole time. Anyways, The face was a bit of a challenge for me. I didn't really use a photograph while I was drawing this. I did do a couple sketches and stuff, but I didn't shade any of them in. So the mouth kind of ended up turning out more dugong, I think, rather than manatee. And if you don't know the difference, there's not a big difference. They are in, I think, different species families, but they look similar. I don't know. It's kind of interesting if you want to go check out manatees versus dugongs. I'm sure there's a couple YouTube videos on it, or, National Geographic has a lot of interesting information about marine wildlife on there. Yeah. Anyways, um, I don't really know much else what I should say. I am noticing now that, like, perhaps that bottom flipper that I was just working on was not exactly shaded properly, which, eh, like I said, artistic liberties, they were taken in this. But I did enjoy doing this process quite a lot, and just, I don't know. I'm hoping that I can free my mind a little bit doing all this, because I have so many things that I want to make and stuff, and it just turns out simple when I try and do things, Like, you see, like, it's just a manatee in the sands, which is great. It looks good to me. I enjoy this art, but, shoot, where'd it go? It's something that, I don't know, I just feel like I could have created some more stuff in the sand or some other fish and stuff, but I was satisfied with what I had. And that's what that is.
Yeah, what would y'all name her? Dearest little manatee. In this camera, it doesn't look so bad to me. It's definitely not photorealistic, but I like to assume that this area appears like what manatees or fish in general see when they look up, which I know it's not, but maybe with their fish eyes is what they see. I I'm gonna go ahead and go clean these lovely hands. See y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.